Welcome, new Pamplin students. I am Dr. Lara Khansa, the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs in the Pamplin College of Business. Congratulations to you all on being admitted to Pamplin. Now, you are no ordinary students. You are very special because you understand what it means to make sacrifices and persevere in the face of adversity. Congratulations to you all, well deserved. Our world is facing many challenges. Rising healthcare costs, income disparity, increased nationalism, and reduced civility. These challenges that we face require the capacity to work effectively with people who come from different cultures or who have different opinions, values, and access to resources. Being inclusive requires that we confront and understand diverse others. You will need the courage and the capacity to build more inclusive communities. Now, we in Pamplin have committed to prepare you to build the knowledge, skills, and attitudes needed to create your own inclusive communities and serve them in the spirit of ut prosim, that I may serve. If you make the effort to be engaged and work hard as Pamplin students, you will be equipped to thrive in this challenging world. Now, over the past several years, the job placement in our Pamplin graduates has exceeded 90% on average, and it is one of the highest across all disciplines on campus. Also, our graduates' median salary has topped $60,000 over the past 3 years. Pamplin is committed to excellence in its core missions of teaching, research, and service. We focus on 4 areas of study and business practice in which students in all Pamplin majors will have an opportunity to gain expertise. These pillars are business analytics, innovation and entrepreneurship, security, privacy, and trust, and leveraging business practices to improve the human condition. So you, as Pamplin students, will get experiential learning in these areas within the curriculum in the form of real-world projects and beyond through internship, externship, and ultimately a high-paying full-time job upon graduation. Congratulations again on taking your first step toward your bright futures. We expect you to be engaged and dream big. Believe in yourself and in your community. We are here for you. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you over the next few years. Let's go, Hokies!